I wanted to talk a little bit before getting into the clearing part of things about basically the when it comes to energetics and when it comes to emotional coherence and stuff, particularly in relationship to being able to become emotionally coherent with the results that you want to create in your life. One of the important things to understand is how much trapped emotions can get in the way of that. Okay. And one of the things about understanding about trapped emotions is quite often we can't even connect with the emotions that we have going on that are trapped because there's a layer of shock and overwhelm going on over the top, which is effectively it kind of numbs you. And this is something that's used quite tactically by the media, I've noticed, and by, I'm gonna say, the powers that never were, stuff like that, basically, in order to obfuscate and control people and confuse them and all the rest of it. So I'm waving my arms around here like a motherfucker. If you're watching me from a mobile view, you won't be able to see it, but I'm very Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, basically, shock and overwhelm. When you have a layer of shock and overwhelm, quite often that will be like a blanket that's covering a whole load of other stuff. So you can almost feel if there's shock and overwhelm, you'll either notice that you feel numb, or you will think that you aren't reacting to something, but in actual fact what's going on is you have this numbness because of the shock and overwhelm. So this is why I wanted to come on and do this, obviously live on Substack, and for people who get to watch this after the event, it will be on YouTube also as a recording. Clearing shock and overwhelm, so you can actually get to grips with what it is that's actually going on underneath the surface and can start to look at tackling that, because there is a very strong possibility at the moment that you're either feeling everything and you haven't been shocked and overwhelmed, or you aren't feeling everything but it's there simmering underneath the surface and you've got shock and overwhelm going on over the top. And whilst that's sitting in your system, trying to emotionally align with the better future that you want for yourself, your family, for your community, for your local area. And like, we can look at this in global terms as well, for the future that you want for the planet and so on and so forth, is pretty much impossible, because all of this other stuff, it acts like a barricade. You can't energetically align because it's literally acting like a sort of concrete block that's in the way, that's tying you to all the stuff that you don't want, if you see what I'm saying. So it's important to be able to clear this stuff. And I will also add in here, if you want to dig in deeper into doing this work in a deeper way, I will put a load of links underneath this live stream / video for work that I offer that will help you to do this, as well as, essentially check out the links underneath this. If you want to delve into like doing this work in a more thorough way and you want support with it, there are options on different ways in which you can work with my work, either digitally or with me, depending on what your budget is and so on and so forth. Obviously, kind of one-to-one stuff is what I would call the kind of like high level investment. Digital stuff is a much cheaper way of doing it. Also incredibly fucking effective. Okay. So the shock and the overwhelm that you have going on, at the point where that clears, you then actually understand the sadness, the sorrow and things like that. And that's the point where you can actually start to feel what's going on underneath and clear through that way. This stuff where people say, oh, you have to feel it to heal it. If you've got shock and overwhelm on over the top, you can't even get to that layer. You can't feel it to heal it. You can't process it. It's like essentially you're frozen. Like shock and overwhelm are the two things that freeze things in your nervous system. Okay, so by clearing this, what we will be doing is bringing up the other stuff that's underneath to the surface. Okay, so have tissues handy. You might well need them. Okay. But it's going to help you to understand yourself and your own emotional state of being right here and now, rather than pulling the wool over your own eyes and pretending everything's fine when in actual fact you're not, and you're also not able to actually energetically align with the kind of future that you want because of this other stuff. And like I said, it is used tactically. There's a reason why people call bombing campaigns and stuff in wars shock and awe. They're like, because it freezes people's nervous systems and they then become very easy to manipulate, and they can't, it disempowers you, basically. So we're all about self-empowerment here. So this will help on the road to that. Okay. So if you want to take part in this, all you need to do, you can close your eyes. You don't have to. I'm going to close my eyes. Okay. And what we're going to do is we are going to visualize a golden stream of light coming down from up above, coming down through your crown, right the way down through your body, right the way down through your central channel. And it's going down through your body, and it's all around you as well. And you see it coming down, and you're sending it down into the heart of the earth, and you're in this golden pillar of light, and it's running through you. Okay. And it's going through all of your cells. Just see that coming down now. And it's grounding you. You're essentially, what you're doing is you are creating a cosmic anchor that comes down through all your transpersonal chakras, down through all of your energy centers in your body, going down into the earth, sending it deep down into the heart of Mother Earth, Gaia, Terra, whatever name it is that you have for this planet that we live on. It's going down through the crystalline grid, down into the heart of the earth. Okay. And taking some nice deep breaths. Relaxing your shoulders. And just breathing. And I'm going to go silent and give some instructions. You're going to feel energy moving, okay? I will be giving instructions essentially for the shock and the overwhelm that you are holding in your system currently, for it to be cleared. Okay. 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 You're going to feel that. You're going to feel energy moving out. In fact, and I witness by feeling. I'm very clairsentient. There's a lot. I'm feeling this is going to be moving for a lot of people in your root and sacral area mainly. It's like I'm feeling it really down low, like low sacral into the root, which is, it's your foundations. Like your root chakra is your bodily foundation. You have the earth star beneath your feet too. There'll be some of you might find your feet buzzing. That basically means that this is being moved from your earth star as well. And just breathe whilst this is happening. The way that I'm working with this, it'll be moved quite quickly. You're probably gonna find yourself, like, maybe for the next 5 or 10 minutes after this, feeling possibly a little bit spaced out, and then you will probably find that what's been underneath and been suppressed starts to rise to the surface. So just allow yourself that. Give yourself time to cry if you need to, with no embarrassment, you know. It's all perfectly natural. The grief, the sadness, the sorrow, there may be anger that comes up. If there's anger, there will probably be sadness or sorrow underneath it. There may be fear. Okay. My advice to you is to just, when you get to the point where that starts to come up, just breathe and allow yourself to sit with it. It's the best thing to do, and allow yourself to express kind of by crying. If you need to scream into a pillow, do. Okay. Try not to take it out on anyone around you. That's always my advice. Try not to take it out on anyone around you. Just witness the feelings that come up, or the emotions that have been suppressed for however long by the overwhelming shock that was lying over the top. And breathing. I'm feeling it in my heart as well. Heart pain. Oof. That's making me want to burp. Okay. Okay, is that done? Yeah. And just checking in on your grounding, allowing what's been done to ground into every single cell of your body. I'm just going to quickly disconnect here from everybody. Okay. Right. So, short but sweet. Yeah, like I said, there's not really a huge amount to add to this. Just go easy with yourself. Cry if you need to. If you feel zonked out and you need to nap, do. Drink plenty of water. Um, give yourself space. Give yourself space to process. Okay. It's currently, was it 5:39 here in the evening? Tuesday, the 13th of January. Yeah, I'm in the UK, obviously. If you are in the UK, it's perfect time for you to, like, get an early night maybe. I will also say as well, you know, if you want advice as to anything that you can work with to help with the processing, amethyst is very good at sort of to hold on to help. I find with amethyst it helps to calm my nervous system, and it stops me from spiraling. Okay, if it feels like that might be something that might happen. Um, yeah. And obviously, the shock and overwhelm you might be feeling could be for any number of reasons. There's a lot of shit going on in the world at the moment. I'm not going to aim this at any specific one thing that's happened. There's been a lot recently. Um, what I will say is, like I said, if you want to start digging into getting into alignment with the kind of future that you want to create, you can find ways that you can work with me down below this video. Digital products, group offers. I'll stick a one-to-one offer in there as well. I do actually have a one-to-one thing going on at the moment. You're welcome to get in contact with me, or just send me an email and say, you know, this is what I'm wanting to do. What do you recommend out of what you have available? and I will answer to the best of my ability. Anyhow, mwah, I'm sending you loads of love. Take it easy, okay? It's I've done this work on myself before, and what's come up from underneath has been quite big sometimes, but it's very, very powerful actually shifting stuff in this way. Okay. Mwah. How do I turn it off? Ah.